Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Charlie. Um, Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Of course, unless you're an Australian, it's already Saturday in the park. Anyway, it's the 3rd or the 4th, depending on where you live. And the moon shifts from Cancer into Leo. That occurs at 11:59 a.m., so right before noon on the east coast of the U.S. And of course, the energy shift from the moon in Cancer to the moon in Leo is usually pretty evident. You know, Cancer tends to be a bit moodier and a bit more introverted and inward dwelling. And then Leo comes out with a bang. There's no business like show business, and no business I know. Everything about you is appealing, and everything is pretty much a fantasy. But I don't think that's how the song goes. But so today we have a couple things. Yesterday we had Mars making an opposition to Neptune. We knew we had to do something, but could we find our way? The idea of pushing the river took a few people. It's been a struggle. Right? And I don't think there's a day I come on and say, hey, everything is great and we're just going to fly and it's going to be great. Maybe I do, but it seems to be rare occurrence. There always seems to be some sort of thing to overcome, and today is no different. Let's talk. There's two major aspects that I want to talk about. One is with Venus and Neptune. Yes, Neptune, our friend Neptune, who kind of a little bit put the kibosh on Mars yesterday, is now confusing Venus. Venus makes an inconjunct. Venus is in Libra, and Pisces is in, Neptune is in Pisces. It's interchangeable, really. So they're both in the signs that, of their dignity, the signs that they rule. So they're both pretty powerful, but the inconjunct always sort of puts a little bit of a fly or a big fly in the ointment. We don't see things realistically. And it is a Scorpio side inconjunct. So the adjustments that we need to make are more emotional in nature, which in my estimation are always the more difficult ones. We're not seeing perhaps the beloved as they truly are. There could be some delusion associated with it. We also don't necessarily make good choices when it comes to money with this aspect. So be careful where you spend your money. I wouldn't agree to anything unless you want to look at things more clear-eyed, because things can, somebody can convince you of this beautiful reality when in fact it's simply a fantasy. So be aware of that. There's my table shining in the sun. There aren't many flowers anymore, so we have to take pictures of the things that are sparkly and pretty. Oh, I have a lot of work to do in this garden. I have to mow, I have to clean up a bit. But today it's a pretty nice day. We definitely, after all that rain, we had a definite cooling trend, which I was excited for, although it seems to be getting hot now, for me anyway. 70. Am I saying it's getting hot? Oh well. And then the other thing that happens today is a sesquiquadrate between Mars and Saturn. Yeah, Mars isn't out of the proverbial woods yet. Mars in Virgo just wants to help people. You just want to say, hey, buddy, check it out. I can help you. Or here's a better way of doing it. Or, hey, buddy, here's the facts. Maybe you should look at those. No. The sesquiquadrate asks us for help, and then when we try to help, it gives us flack. Of course, it won't stop us from helping, because Mars in Virgo is going to do it anyway, and continue to do it. Oh, look at Charlie out there. Charlie is not supposed to be out here, but he is. He is, because he snuck out this morning with me. But I'm just going to leave him be. He doesn't get to go out much anymore. He brought a few fleas in, which is not good. So we do have a natural way of getting rid of fleas, with a light source and a bowl of water. Maybe someday. When I set it up, I'll show it to you guys. It helped us when a different cat of ours brought in some fleas, and that's when we had the dogs, so it was a little bit more of a problem. But we don't want fleas. Mars and Saturn, right? Trying to get rid of the fleas. Oh, goodness gracious. So, what else do I want to say? So, both of the inconjunct to Venus and Neptune and the sesquiquadrate to Mars and Saturn are challenging, because Mars and Venus are the two signs associated with relationship. Relationship also is challenging. So if you're struggling with your relationships at this time, it's par for the course, really. Thank you. And that it will get a little better, but relationships really are going to be the thing, as we wrap up, believe it or not, 2021. But that's okay, because, we have to learn how to live with each other. We have to learn how to live with ourselves first, and then, expand that out to others. Tomorrow we do have a really beautiful supportive trine between Mercury and Saturn, which helps to structure our mind. So while our actions seem to perhaps not work, our dreams and visions seems to be off a little bit, our mind is pretty sharp. We do have, this is a good time for Mercury, because it's still not in the shadow. It goes into the shadow on the 7th, which is the day after that new moon. So pre-shadow, Mercury retrograde, and then it goes retrograde at the end of the month. So we're still pretty clear-headed at this time. So while our relationships may be a challenge, and our imaginations may run wild with us a bit, our mind is pretty stable at this time. So enjoy that. I say enjoy it while you have it, right? Okay, guys, have yourself a great day. Me and Charlie are going to go back in the house, even though Charlie doesn't know it yet. I'll just show you Charlie, because I know you guys like seeing him and you don't see him that much. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.